What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be a little bit adventurous and we're going to be trying to install the cabin air filters in the Toyota Land Cruiser. The reason why I say a little bit adventurous is, as you probably already know, not all of the Land Cruisers, or actually the LX470s, had the cabin air filter option. What do I mean by that? So the blower motor in both the LX and the Land Cruiser have enough space for the cabin air filter. However, not all of the covers came with a little slot where you can put the cabin air filters in. Now, according to the forums online, it was random. Some people said it was LXs that had the option. Some people said their LX didn't have it and their Land Cruisers had it, but it was only the early models. So nobody really knows. Before I decided to take apart the Land Cruiser, I did get myself the Denso cabin air filters, and these guys, they actually come in pairs. So make sure you have both before trying attempting this. If I don't have the slot in my blower motor in the AC, like the little AC box, I will need a few extra parts. And all the parts and the tools will be listed in the description down below, whether I need them or not. And before we get started, if you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. And for more Land Cruiser and overlanding content, don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. Just by looking at the glove box area, there is actually no way to tell if your vehicle accepts the cabin air filter cartridge. You can peek underneath here, but that's no help. What you're gonna need to do is take out the glove box itself. Underneath the glove box, you've got two screws, one over here, one over here. We'll need to loosen those guys to get the glove box out. Glove box comes out easy enough. So it looks like I got lucky. I do have the little hatch for the cabin air filter. I think that's what it is. That's a real good sign, so I don't have to spend any more money. If you didn't have the little slot opening here for the cabin air filter, well, it's underneath this cover, but what you would have to do is replace this whole cover right here, because the one that you have probably is just a flat spot right here. There's no opening. You'd replace it with the one with an opening and then get the cover as well. The inside is actually still big enough for the two cabin air filters we're about to put in, but as for me, looks like I lucked out. Next, let's get the rest of the stuff out so I can access the cover underneath. So to get this little plastic panel off to access the cabin air filter slot, I'll need to remove the screws, one here and one over here. There's actually also a third one right here. After you get this plastic panel loose behind the glove box, you've got one wire harness, which is for the sensor for the glove box light. This guy, there's a tab underneath. Just push it and it comes out. See, there's a tab right there and it comes out. And then this guy, I believe it's probably for the airbag sensor, so you want to be careful with this guy, but it's actually very easy. It just pops out like that. So this is the cabin air filter cover. If yours didn't come with a cabin air filter and you want to put one in there, you will need to replace the whole front cover of the, I believe this is the blower motor for the AC system, which is a little bit more work, but not too bad. As you can see, they're held in by these little screws right here that go all the way around. But as for me, I lucked out. This has never been opened, so let's see if there even is a filter in here. Let's clip on. Yep. As you can see, there is no filter in there. So yeah, I don't know why Toyota did this. They made the option for a filter, but they never put a filter in there. Before we actually put in the filters, you want to go in there and take a look and make sure, since there's never been a filter in here, make sure that there are no rocks, leaves, or debris, because what will happen is since there's no filter, it'll just suck all the air from the outside and it'll clog up on the bottom. For mine, it looks okay, not too bad, but if you have a lot of stuff, rocks, leaves, and stuff like that, you might want to bring, like, you know, some pliers or a vacuum and get all that stuff out before you put the new filters in. So this is the cabin air filter that I got for the Land Cruiser. As you can see, this is a Denso part. I got these guys just because Denso is a manufacturer for OEM. So anything Toyota is usually from Aisin or Denso. So let's take this open. Some instructions. And then you want to make sure you have two filters, because basically in the Land Cruiser and the LX, there's two. There's one stacked on top of each other. So one goes like here and the other one goes on top. So you want to make sure you have both filters before you start taking apart your car. These guys I got were relatively cheap. I will link a link in the description down below, so you guys know where to buy them and where to buy the correct ones. Next thing we're going to do is put the filters in. And notice the filter is a little bit different from side to side. You want this side to go in towards the back of the airbox, and the side with the flat black plastic towards you. So you're going to slide it in like this. And then slide it all the way down. After that, you have more space for the top one to go in. You're basically just going to slide it in like so. Now we've upgraded the Land Cruiser with cabin air filters. All that's left is to put all the parts back in. And now we're all done. All you gotta do is put all your junk back into the glove box and you're set. And that is it. Now, the cabin air filter, because I had the little cover in there already with the slot, was very easy to install. It was literally just a couple Phillips head screws and the filters went right in. If you didn't have that slot and you needed to replace the cover for the blower motor, it is a little bit more difficult. I don't have a Land Cruiser that doesn't have it to do a demonstration on. So if you have one and you're close by in SoCal, let me know. I would love to do a video on that. Again, if somebody knows that which Land Cruisers or which LXs had the slot and which didn't have them, or if there is like a specific range of VIN numbers, let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. And for more Land Cruiser content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.